could show you love. In a tidal wave of mystery, you'd still be standing next to me. Be my love, even if we're 6 feet underground. I know that we'll be safe and sound, safe and sound. In a tidal wave of mystery, you'd still be standing next to me. I could show you love, could show you what you wanna see, could take you where you want to be. Even if we're 6 feet underground, I know that we'll be safe and sound. Show you love, could take been on my own, I've been all alone. I was not just like I feel paralyzed. Late at night, I still want you, just the same. I feel it coming, but nobody's fault. I'm sure you know something, you know something. You show me things you never thought in school. I'm sure you know something, you know something. No one can make me feel the way that you do. I'm sure you know something. I was 17, you were just a dream. I was mesmerized of the scare inside. You broke my heart, and I still can feel the pain. I've been counting up, I have fear and doubt. I've been starry-eyed, never satisfied. 'Cause late at night, I still need you, just the same, just the same. I feel it coming, but nobody's fault. But I'm sure you know something, you know something. You show me things you never thought in school. I'm sure you know something, you know something. No one can make me feel the way that you do. I'm sure you know something. I've been counting up, I've been feeling doubt. I've been starry-eyed, never saw his face. 'Cause late at night, I still need you, just the same, just the same. I feel it coming, but nobody's fault. But I'm sure you know something, you know something. You show me things you never thought in school. I'm sure you know something, you know something. No one can make me feel the way that you do. I'm sure you know something.
Preacher man, don't tell me heaven is under the earth. I know you don't know what life is really worth. It's not all that glitters is gold. Half the story has never been told. So now you see the light. Yeah, you stand up for your right. Come on now, get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Come on now, get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Come on now, get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Most people think a great God will come from the skies and take away everything and make everybody feel high. But if you know what life is worth, you will look for yours on earth. And now you see the light. Yeah, stand up for your rights. Come on now, get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Come on now, get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Come on now, get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. See, Don't give up the fight. Yeah. Don't give up the fight. Yeah. Never give up the fight. Stand up for your life. Don't give up the fight. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Never give up the fight. Yes.
I can believe the things that happen to me. I guess I should have seen a long, long time ago. The letters you write don't help me get through the night.
Very often, we don't all want to Nordic World Championship. And it will be in. You will not be. Heidi takes the surprise silver, and Johan takes the bronze. It's a big one.
World Championship outing for Jarl Magnus Reumer. The Kalish shipment, it is 100, untouchable, unreachable, and I think unrepeatable. Italy won, who get the gold, 0.92 of a second. France 2 still in second place. France 1. World
It's a pleasure to be here in Geneva together with the FIS Council members and to connect with all of you, our representatives of ski and snowboard around the world. I always say that this Congress is not only the highest authority in snow sports, it's a symbol how we should work together to achieve success and growth. And I emphasize together. Before we move on to the many important discussions and decisions of today, I would like to invite you to take a moment to honor the members of the ski and snowboard family that have sadly left us over the last 12 months. To their memory, a moment of silence. Thank you. Let's start today's activities by reminding you of some of the housekeeping information for this online meeting.
Before we begin, let us cover a few brief housekeeping items to help ensure a productive and well-organized Congress. Please take the time to familiarize yourself with the Zoom interface. We ask you please to keep your camera on and your microphone muted. If you would like to speak during the meeting, please click on the Raise Hand button at the bottom of your screen and wait until the FIS President gives you the floor before unmuting your microphone. As soon as you have finished your comment or question, please mute yourself again. If at any time you are experiencing technical issues, please try to close and reopen your application or refresh your browser. This FIS Congress is being broadcast live on FIS TV and on YouTube, where it will also be available as a rewatch. We wish all our member associations a great FIS Congress.
Are there any questions about our setup for today's meeting? I don't have a screen here in front. Please take a moment. Some technical issue here with the screens. Okay. We have a screen here. I don't see any questions, any hands raised. So let's move on to an introduction to the legal matters and voting procedure for today. And for that, I will hand it over to Stefan Netzler, who most of you know. Stefan, over to you.
Thank you, Mr. President, Council members and delegates. The FIS statutes adopted at the last FIS Congress of 5th June 2024 govern today's Congress meeting. Today's Congress is the annual ordinary Congress according to Article 10.3.1 of the statutes. It is held as a video conferencing meeting as provided by Article 10.3.3 of the statutes. The invitations, together with the Congress agenda and the Congress book, which contains the supporting documentation, have been sent to you in time, namely 1 month before today's meeting. To the quorum of attendance, the Congress by video conference can take valid decisions if 50% of all votes are present online. Whether this is the case today and the Congress has met the required quorum of attendance is subject to the roll call, which is the next agenda item. Proposals and procedural motions. Proposals have the purpose of bringing about a decision of the Congress on a specific matter of substance, as listed in Article 10.2.1 of the statutes. The Congress may take decisions only on the listed agenda points, as set out in Article 10.8.1. This includes the proposals of the member associations and the Council, which were submitted in time. Late proposals may be dealt with today only when a majority of 2/3 of the valid votes cast by either the Council or the member associations present today have considered such proposals as urgent, as set out in Article 10.6.5. Today, there are indeed proposals which have been amended just before this Congress. You have received them, the amended texts. There is also a new proposal as a consequence of the amendments. The Council has accepted yesterday that all these amendments shall be submitted to the Congress for voting. Proposals must be distinguished from procedural motions, such as requesting open or electronic voting or changing the sequence of the agenda items. Procedural motions require 50% plus one vote of all valid votes cast. The statutes cannot be changed based on procedural motions. This is regulated by Article 10(5)(3). To the voting, Article 10(8)(2) says that in principle voting shall be conducted by way of electronic voting. The President directs the Congress and may order voting by show of hand, where a clear result can be expected, as set out in 10(5)(1). As an example, the election of the tellers or the approval of the agenda are decisions which can be done by show of hands. If the voting is carried out by show of hands, the votes will not be counted one by one. If voting by show of hands does not lead to a clear result, the voting will be repeated by the electronic voting system. If the voting is carried out by the electronic voting system, you will see all results of every voting on the screen: yes, no, and abstentions. If the President suggests voting by show of hands and a delegate asks for electronic voting, this constitutes a procedural motion. If it is accepted by 50% plus one of all valid votes cast, the voting will be by electronic voting system. To the majority, the Congress makes decisions by a majority of more than 50% of all valid votes cast, with the exceptions of the change of the statutes and the acceptance of urgent proposals, which require a majority of 2/3 of all valid votes cast. What is a valid vote cast? When there is a voting, you will be asked to accept or reject a proposal by checking the yes box or the no box before you submit the vote. When the result of the voting is shown, you see the number of yes and the numbers of no, and you will see the number of all those member federations attending the Congress who did not vote. Those are the abstentions. Valid votes cast are all yes and no votes. Abstentions are not valid votes cast and do not count for the calculation of the majority. They are, as I said, however, shown in the results of the voting. The Council members, the President and the General Secretary are not entitled to vote. In case of a tie, the vote will be repeated. If there is still a tie in the second round, the proposal is not accepted. Elections have not been planned at today's Congress. To the minutes, there will be minutes of this Congress meeting in English as provided by Article 10(11)(1 and 2. And finally, appeal. Every member has the right to appeal against the decision of the Congress which violates the statutes or the law. Such an appeal of a decision of this Congress must be submitted to the Court of Arbitration for Sport within 21 days, according to Article 16(7)(4). Thank you very much, and back to you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Stefan. Let me just check here. Please raise your hands if you can hear me. Excellent. So, this leads to the first vote by show of hands. And for the sake of efficiency, for all these votes, you should only raise your hand if you're opposed to a proposal. Again, only if you're against the proposal should you raise your hand. If you are opposed to accepting the legal aspects as proposed by Dr. Nessler, please show your hands now. As I see no hands raised, this item has been approved. So let's then move on to today's roll call. Michel, over to you.
Thank you very much, Johan, and my warm welcome to all of you. Today's roll call will be conducted electronically. So before we start the actual procedure, I'd like to make sure that we are all comfortable with the voting system. We will now present you with a test question. Please answer in it, the voting system, so we can check that everything is in order.
We only have a far too small number of returns compared to what we see here on the screen. So can you please check that you have entered the system correctly? Do we have any additional returns? As to be clear here, those who haven't returned would not be eligible to vote. So I would encourage everybody to double check that you have made the return here. Okay. Well, in that case, we move on. So okay. So I think this is the result for the test question. So I think we move on. To the next item on the agenda. Can we please do that?
I have not access to vote for you, John. I'm not can't vote yes for you, yeah, John. Yeah, but not problem. Yes, you have not access. What's the problem? I have a problem to access.
Who is this speaking? Algeria.
Algeria.
Oui, Algerian, yes. Algerian, yes. I can't. Je peux pas voter. J'ai pas l'accès pour voter. Yes. J'ai pas accès pour voter. J'ai pas accès. Je don't. No, not access to vote. Not access. Not access. I see the meeting, but I can't have a vote.
Nasera, we try to call you. We try to call you to get you online. Okay, that it seems that now we're fine. So now we can proceed. Let's go for the official roll call. You can now enter in the system and confirm your presence by pressing 1. Official roll call. As it looks, we have some NSAs missing there. So I propose that we continue, and we will give you a second chance to register. Then I think we can go forward, Johan.
Well, there are some here, Massimo.
Yeah,
we see you on the screen, but you haven't returned.
No, sorry, Mr. President. I wrote on the chat, but I cannot have the access to vote. But 1 week ago, I did the official training session.
Okay. Well, it's important we get this right. So, Massimo, we can call you out here.
Yes.
So we've done that. Can we get this? Can we get this list up on the screen again? Not this screen, on the side screens, please.
Sorry, President. Jacques from Monaco.
Yes.
I have no access neither.
Jacques.
No access neither.
Thank you. We have called you. Jivan from Nepal.
Carlos Pruneda.
Carlos Pruneda, Mexico. Hicham, Morocco. Thomas from Poland. Hong-Hoon Choi from Korea.
Vicky Gosling.
Edmund Yu from Hong Kong. Vicky from Great Britain. Dinos from Cyprus. Vanya from Bolivia.
Present.
Vanya, confirmed? Will you repeat that, Vanya?
Present.
Thank you.
Oh, good.
The next page, please. Gaspar from Romania.
It is not Mr. Gaspar Puiu, it's Constantin Andrei, General Secretary.
From Romania.
Exactly.
Then we have Ashar from Pakistan.
Okay.
Thank you, Ashar. Tim from Taipei. Tim? I can't see you. Tim? Tim, if you hear us, please confirm.
끝나고 나서는 다시 얘기해야 됩니다. 지금 소리는 들리고. 소리 들리고.
No. The next page, please. Nevena. Can you hear us, Nevena?
Hello, yes, I can hear you. I'm also
Okay,
here.
I can hear you, Nevena. Thank you.
말하는 거 어떻게 하는 거지? 지금 그냥 이제 말하는데 아까 우리가 껐었어. 그래서 아마 다시.
Sueb.
일단 또 내 이름으로 했었어야 되겠다. 처음에 부킹 델리게이트 할 때 회장 쓰지 말고 내 이름으로 해야 된다.
Tim, I can see you. So Tim from Taipei is online. Edmund also confirmed.
어땠음 스타일은 다양한
Arayo, you confirmed. Now, Sueb, because I believe you show us logged on. So if you can hear us. Okay, well, in that case, I think, first of all, we are quorate.
E poi vuoi lasciare presentare anno
Ma fue en me qui gana se me andora.
Sí.
Me qui gana stola con namiris.
To ja ullusi.
E io en xero, me nan listo. Afu jame dodi of kenni ban. Abu da mena quiz.
Please. Somebody who's forgotten to mute his microphone. Okay. So I believe we have, at least we're quorate, and as we go along, I hope we can sort this out technologically as well, and that this won't raise any issues. Stefan, do you see any issues proceeding at this stage? I don't either. So let's proceed. So this takes us to agenda item number 3, the approval of the agenda for today's Congress. The agenda you have all received. So please raise your hands in case you are opposed to approving the agenda for today's Congress. I don't see any raised hands, so I take that as approved. And we can therefore vote for the election of the certifier of the minutes for today's Congress, as well as the notary public and the 3 tellers. Now, all the names you see on the screen have been proposed by the Council. So let's start with the approval of the certifier of the minutes in English language, Rory Tapner from Great Britain.
Sorry, Mr. President. I have raised several times my hand, but it seems that technical support for this Congress is not the best one. Sorry to say this. I think we have experienced that.
I think we all agree on that.
Thank you, Christian, for the comments. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No. I have one other comment, because I think for the roll call, I think we agreed on that we want to have a confirmation that all members present and eligible to vote have also paid their membership fee. I think that's common practice, and we just wanted to ask for a short confirmation that you can confirm that the members eligible to vote also have paid their membership fees, because I think that's common standard that in a membership federation you have to pay your membership fee to be eligible at congresses to vote. That was the reason why I've raised the hand several minutes ago already. Thank you.
Christian, absolutely. I'm sorry I didn't see that. As you can tell, we have some technical issues here. Now, Stefan, over to you.
Yes, I can confirm that every member has paid their membership fees.
So I think that settles that point. Thank you, Christian. So, yeah, let's go back here to the approval of the certifier. So, Rory Tapner. So, raise your hands. Raise your hands in case you are opposed to this appointment. So I don't see any hands opposed, so I take that as approved. Now to the election of the tellers. Andrew Smith, Susan Gao, and Arjen Bukers from IV Systems as the three tellers, and Quest as well. So raise your hands if you're opposed. Don't see any hands, so I take that as approved. And then, according to Article 10.8.3 of the statutes, the three tellers will be supervised by a certified notary public, Edward Gardner from Cheese Rights Notary Public, and raise your hands if you have any objections. Don't see any hands raised, so that is approved. And with that, we can move on to the affiliation and exclusion of member associations. And for that, I hand the floor to Michel.
Thank you, Johan. Today we have these 4 requests for affiliation that you can see on the screen. Obviously, Canada is already a FIS member. What's happened is that the Canadian Ski Association withdrew the membership, something that was acknowledged by the Council during the meeting on the 16th of April. So this was the pave the way for a new organization to represent Canada, Canada Ski and Snowboard, which qualify as a full member with 3 votes. Beside that, we have 3 requests to join the ski and snowboard community as associate member from Benin, Bhutan, and Indonesia. Johan?
Thank you, Michel. If this Congress has any objections, please raise your hands. Cannot see any hands, so I take that as approved. And with that, I'm very proud to welcome Benin, Bhutan, Indonesia, and back in Canada as members. Now, obviously, Benin, Bhutan, Indonesia as associate members, and we very much look forward to your progression. As information to the Congress, we have 2 associations that have qualified to become full members, and that is Azerbaijan and Saudi Arabia, each with 1 vote. This means that we now conduct another quick roll call to formalize these changes in today's Congress. Correct, Michel?
Exactly, Johan.
Comment, Mr. President.
Yes, go ahead.
Can I comment, yeah?
Sorry, who is this?
Gagik from Armenia.
Gagik, please go ahead.
Yes, I am very sorry. Hi, everyone. I have a proposal regarding the procedure and order of the voting for the full members. I propose putting the candidate states to the vote separately, as we have question for some of our partners, which is very important for orientation in the voting process. I can ask this state my question before of the voting.
Just to clarify, is this their accession as full members, is that subject to vote? I think that's
Yes.
subject to...
Yes.
Okay. In which case, if it is, then we need to have a vote.
Yeah, the next step is Azerbaijan, Canada, and Saudi Arabia. We should vote for that.
Yes, but I propose to vote separately, not all together, country by country, because at the same time we have the question one of the candidates, federation.
So I don't know if it's possible technically to have 3 different votes, one for Azerbaijan, one for Saudi Arabia, and another one for Canada. What was you asking?
Yes.
Okay.
Technique.
Okay, in that case, let's
At the same
start.
time, we have the question one of the candidates.
Yep. So in that case, is anyone opposed to having a show of hands in respect of this vote? Okay, not. So therefore, the first vote here is for the induction of Azerbaijan as full members.
I'm very sorry, my president. I have a question to the delegation of Azerbaijan. May I ask the question because it's very important for the decision of my country, of the others as well, maybe.
Please proceed.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for your support. Now I want to welcome all candidates for membership in our united and powerful ski and snowboard family. And in particular, I am pleased that we will have another member from our Caucasus region, which I hope will contribute to the development of our sport in the region. It is no secret that there are rather complicated relations between our states and Azerbaijan, which I believe will be overcome thanks to the political will of the governments of both countries and steps that promote peace. And in this regard, I attach great importance to sports diplomacy, that is a dialogue between peoples through sports. Now my question is to the Azerbaijan delegation. I could have asked this question many years ago, but unfortunately the Azerbaijan Winter Sports Association did not exist at that time. So I am raising this question now. My first question is, how many members are in the association? How many member clubs in the association? And in general, do you have athletes or not, regardless of age group? Because no information could be found on this issue is open sources.
So, Gunell, would you like to answer this question?
Yes, thank you, Mr. President, and thank you, Delegation of Armenia, for raising these questions. I welcome everyone, and thank you for participating here, for inviting us. Yes, as you know, that before we had an associate member because we didn't have enough clubs and members. But winter sports as well as winter tourism is growing in Azerbaijan. And for now, we have 3 active winter sports clubs in Azerbaijan with approximately more than 800 members in it. Regarding the second question of delegation of Armenia. Yes, we have athletes, we have kids, we have junior athletes, and we have senior athletes, and now we are also growing the community of ski winter sports in Azerbaijan, and that's why we applied for the full membership, and I think that it will help us to grow and to develop ski and snowboard sports in Azerbaijan.
Okay, thank you, Gunel, for that. And let me say here also that at the FIS, we have done the checks, and we very much welcome you into the FIS family, hopefully as full members. So with that,
very sorry
Gajic.
for the same. Good luck for the Azerbaijan Ski Association, but I have the second question. I'm very sorry for the. Now the second question. The world is going through very difficult times, especially our region. The situation is very explosive. This was the case in 2022, when exactly at the midnight on September 18, the Azerbaijani armed forces bombed one of the most famous resort towns in Armenia, our second ski resort, Jermuk. And unfortunately, the first mortar shells hit the ski lift and directly the ski slope of the Jermuk ski resort, and also destroyed the restaurants, cafe, and other sport and civilian infrastructure of the ski resort. Dear representatives of Azerbaijan, would you have condemned this phenomenon then if your association existed, or would you condemn now the targeting, bombing of sports, skiing, or in general civilian infrastructure? Please resist the temptation to politicize the issue, because the issue is not political. It concerns sport. In this case, ski infrastructure. By the way, the event was also recorded on site by the ambassadors of several dozen countries, including the ambassador of the European Union.
Dear Garik, as you mentioned, we are here to represent sports, not politics.
Yes.
And FIS is International Ski and Snowboard Federation, not political federation.
Yes.
So I think that it's better to discuss here all issues that related to sports, not politics. From my side and on behalf of our federation, I can say that we never put politics together with the sport. Sports is always separate from politics. And your athletes in all different sports, as well as some winter sports, usually representing their country in Azerbaijan. And even our Mr. President gave them their award. So I don't think that it's a good platform to raise political questions as we hear.
It's not political, sorry, it's
I
sporty.
think we have to bring this discussion to a close. So thank you for that, and let's proceed to a vote on this matter. So those who oppose Azerbaijan as full members, raise your hands. Okay, I can see one hand raised. So on that basis, I take Azerbaijan as approved. Thank you. Then we move to Canada. Anybody opposing Canada as full members with 3 votes? Raise your hands. I take that as approved. Anybody approving Saudi Arabia as full members? Raise your hands. Thank you. I take that as approved. So, thank you. So with this, I can confirm that we now have 3 additional nations present and a total of 3 additional votes. So with that, I invite our CFO, Stefan Roof, to confirm the financial status of the member associations present today, since we have 3 additional.
Thank you, Johan. In fact, I can confirm to the Congress that all the relevant member association membership fees have been paid accordingly.
Thank you, Stefan. Next, the approval of the minutes of last year's Congress, which was shared with you on May 13. Is there any opposition to these minutes? If you oppose those, please raise your hand now. Thank you. I take those as approved. For my report today, I want to look back at FIS's many achievements from the last 12 months. And we have prepared a video for that. So let's go ahead. Friends, it's been a truly extraordinary year. Those amazing performances at Saalbach, the sheer courage at Trondheim, the thrills at Engadin. This was a season that showed once again why we love our sport so much. Around the world, record-breaking numbers tuned in, not only to the FIS World Championships, but also to the juniors. From Tarvisio to Lake Placid, we got a glimpse of what the next generation have in store. And believe me, it's exciting. This was a phenomenal year also for our para-disciplines. Watching our para-athletes compete is a lesson in determination. And I'm hugely proud that they are part of the FIS family. So this year has been a magic year in the snow, but also a lot of hard work behind the scenes. When I became president, I promised action, not just words. And we have been taking action, left, right, and center. So let's start with centralization. For years, we talked about why this matters. This year's, the talk became reality. In December, we took a historic step on our journey, finalizing our centralization agreement with our World Cup NSAs. It means we can take control over our own destiny, shape exciting content, attract new viewers, generate more revenue, reward our athletes, and invest in our sport and our future. The newly created FIS Media Rights Panel and Executive Board are there to help us seize new opportunities. And here, I'm proud to say, we're already hitting the ground running. The Executive Board is driving our product development at lightning speed. Earlier this month, we kicked off an unprecedented partnership with Azerbaijan, now the premium partner of all FIS World Championships, giving us new markets to grow in and new resources to share among the FIS family. This is what centralization is all about. And believe me, we are just getting started. Next up, our digital revolution. Today, over 1/3 of the world's population is under 20 years old. And the way they consume sport is very different. They want more highlights, more storytelling, and more tailored content. And we are delivering.
Look at this for a maneuver.
Our digital team has transformed our output, and the numbers, they speak for themselves. 1.1 million unique viewers for FIS television, up by an incredible 656%. 289,000 active users of the FIS mobile app, 750 million reach on Instagram, 405 million on TikTok and 215 on Facebook. In total, across social media, 1.4 billion reached, up by 179%. Now this didn't just happen. It is a result of our innovations, like the new FIS content exchange platform, which gives athletes and LSAs individual competition footage to engage the fans and promote our sport. I promised this 4 years ago, and we have delivered. We are delivering on another top priority, sustainability. Global warming is a major concern. And without urgent action, we're on track for a catastrophe. As individuals and as an organization, we have a duty to act and act fast. Our impact program is the boldest plan of any sports federation in the world, and we're delivering on it. We have meticulously collected data on our emissions and crafted a targeted plan to cut them. We're using our unique position at the heart of winter sports to galvanize action, whether that's publishing sustainability guides, expanding Snowmora, our youth sustainability program, or launching the FIS calculation tool to help organizers and ski associations to design more sustainable events. 196 of them have already signed up, demonstrating just how eager people are to make a difference. We're harnessing that passion, and together we are delivering on our promise to protect the planet, our beautiful planet, the one and only that we had. Reaching out across the planet is another key priority, making snow sports a truly global phenomenon. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Each NSA is equally special. Each region matters. So this year, we've doubled down on global development. 80% of FIS developing countries took part in our development programs, with hundreds of athletes and coaches sharpening their skills. Over 6,338 development days were delivered, a new record and a phenomenal achievement. Through FIS Plus and FIS Start, we're helping all NSAs grow stronger. And at the annual FIS Summit, we're ensuring that every member's voice is heard. But it's not just about access, it's about education. This year, we laid the foundation for a comprehensive FIS education strategy, tailored for 5 key stakeholder groups: technical officials, athletes, coaches, NSAs, and major event organizers. To strengthen learning tools, we assessed e-learning platforms and initiated the setup of our new digital education hub. Together, we want to build a more inclusive, more educated, and more global future. And when it comes to creating a brighter future for snow sports, nothing matters more than our athletes. When our athletes thrive, our sports shine. Everyone who competes should feel protected and supported. That's why we're pushing forward on safeguarding, using AI to screen social media for abuse. That is why we're raising awareness for clean sport, such as in the special sessions held for para-athletes this year. That's why we're committed to boosting diversity in practical ways, like our Women Lead Sports program, which saw its first graduate this year. Most importantly, we're putting safety front and center. This year, the Athletes' Health Unit has done pioneering work. We're overseeing the mandatory implementation of wearable airbags to protect speed skiers. We're exploring further evolution in this area, and also with smart binding systems that will open automatically. It will be a major elevation of the safety features for speed skiers. We're carrying out lab research into new equipment like never before. And critically, we're sharing expert knowledge. With the help of over 100 global experts, FIS put together a series of highly researched consensus statements on everything from warm-up practices to preventative testing. This information is open to all, because the safety of each and every athlete matters deeply to us. On this and on all areas, I hope you'll agree that we're making very good progress. There is so much to be proud of and so much to look forward to, starting with the historic launch of the first ever FIS Freeride World Championships. Freeride has been a phenomenal success story this season. We saw over 10,000 members competing across more than 300 events, and staggering social media reach for the FIS Freeride World Tour, over 340 million. It's all building toward a truly spectacular event in Andorra, and I can't wait. Just around the corner is the Milano Cortina Games, and we continue to work hand in hand with the IOC to make sure this is an Olympic and Paralympic Winter Games that reaches new heights. Not just on a sporting level, but on everything that matters to us, from sporting excellence to sustainability. So it's been a busy, exciting and productive year. And none of this would be possible without the thousands of people across the FIS family who made it happen. Athletes and coaches, NSAs and local committees, officials and partners. So to everyone who pours their heart and soul into our sports, I want to say a huge thank you. Together, we're doing a great job, and the best is yet to come. Thank you. Thank you all. Well, it's not too much to highlight, but I may have said those words, but it's all of us. It's all of you, us, working together. That's what's made these achievements possible. So thank you for another great year for snow sports. This brings us to different proposals that have been submitted by member associations and by the Council. You've all received a Congress book containing the proposals, as well as a further package that included the withdrawal of some proposals, the amendment of other proposals related to the statutes, and one substantive new proposal. The amendments and also the substantive new proposal have been approved by the Council to be dealt with during this Congress. So the Council proposes to vote on all these proposals in Section 8 as one total package by show of hands. And to explain the details of this procedure, let me give the floor back to Stefan. Over to you.
Yes, if you agree that we vote on all these proposals in one package, this can be done by show of hands. If there is opposition and the majority of the Congress decides otherwise, we go to electronic voting. If you would like to have an individual voting on each and every single proposal, also this would then require electronic voting. That's all.
Okay. So is anyone opposed to voting on all proposed amendments of the statutes together as one single package? Raise your hands. So I don't see any hands raised. So in that case, let's proceed to the vote. Is anyone opposed to these proposals as a package? Raise your hands. On that basis, thank you. I take the proposals as approved. Now let's move to the proposal related to the rules, item 9.1, which you see on the screen, which refers to fixing the amounts of prize money in the currency of euros as opposed to Swiss francs. If anyone is opposed, raise your hand. I take that as approved. Thank you very much. The other two proposals that were initially submitted under this agenda item, both related to prize money, have now been withdrawn. That means that we can move to the next point, other proposals. And here too, the only proposal we received has been withdrawn. These are all the proposals for today, so we can move on to talk about the highlight of, sorry, we have one. Christian Scherer from Austria.
Thank you, Mr. President. Well, in regard to our proposal for an audited business plan, I think we agreed prior to our withdrawal that FIS will provide a financial forecast, including consolidated revenues, operating profit, and net profit for the period of 2026 till 2030, which has been reviewed by the Finance Committee to the Member Association until 15th September 2025 at the latest. I think this was a condition prior to our withdrawal, and I think it should be...
That is, Christian, that is absolutely correct, and we can skip that point later on in the presentation, Stefan, since you have brought that up. But obviously, we will do that. And this is something that will be shared with every NSA, and will give everybody a good idea here about the financial position over the next Olympiad.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Christian, for highlighting that a bit early. So let's move on to the Olympic Winter Games. And prior to this meeting, you all received the latest reports from the Olympic Winter Games Milano Cortina 2026. And first of all, I would like to thank our Italian friends for the great work you're carrying out and for keeping us informed of the progress. We really are looking forward to celebrating snow sports together with you in a few months' time. And talking about celebrating snow sports at their highest level, we cannot go through this Congress without praising the incredible editions of the FIS World Championships that brightened our 24-25 season. The final reports on each of these events were shared with you prior to this meeting. But today, we will let the images speak rather than words. So let's start with the FIS Snowboard Freestyle and Free Ski World Championships in Engadin, St. Moritz. Please play the video.
Holy shit! The FIS Freestyle World Championships 2025 are in the books. And what a wild ride it was.
Now, thank you for that. And again, St. Moritz and Gardin, thank you for what was simply a wonderful event. Now, let's move on. Let's bring back the memories of the amazing festival of alpine skiing, and that was Saalbach 2025.
Wirklich gratulieren und das ist einfach für Österreich und für den gesamten Skisport einfach so genial.
Und Saalbach da hergestellt hat, unglaublich, unfassbar. 3, 2, 1. Ganze Stimmung daheim, Heimweh.
Yeah, it's always a good time. It's an amazing to yourselves on this.
Bis das Werder Skifest, also haben da was Gewaltiges auf die Beine gestellt.
Congratulations, Saalbach, for this unforgettable edition of the FIS Alpine World Ski Championships. Now let's see a bit of the unbelievable passion for Nordic snow sports that we witness at the FIS Nordic World Ski Championships in Trondheim with incredibly enthusiastic crowds. Thank you, Norway. Thank you for the hospitality and, above all, for your efforts to allow para-athletes to take center stage. This was a truly historic milestone for inclusion in snow sports. Speaking of which, the 24-25 season was rich in action for the para-disciplines, with para-alpine in Maribor, Slovenia, para-cross-country in Toblach, Italy, para-snowboard in Big White, Canada. Let's have a look at them.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1!
Thanks again to all FIS World Championship organizers, including those of the Junior World Championships we had last season. We appreciate your incredibly hard work putting together the best snow sports events in the world. And I'm sure that your efforts and achievements will serve as an inspiration for future hosts, starting with the ones we'll see in the upcoming season. The Ski Flying World Championships 26 in Oberstdorf, the very first edition of FIS Freeride World Championships in Andorra. And so, best wishes, and we very much look forward to these. For item 13 of the agenda today, we have the report on the accounts, the report of the auditors, and the vote on the adoption of the accounts for the last financial period. As per the statutes, the accounts for the period 1st of January 24 to 31st of December, together with the external auditors' reports, have been sent to the NSAs, to all of you. And to provide you with an overview of the situation, let's hear from Stefan. Over to you, Stefan.
In line with the Treasurer, the Finance Committee and the Audit Committee, I'm happy to present the financial accounts and the budget for 2026, along with an update of the forecast for 2025. The consolidated financial statements for the year 2024 show a healthy and stable situation for FIS and its subsidiaries. The income statement for the financial year reflects the fact that 2024 was the final year of an Olympic cycle. This means that in 2024, FIS did not recognize any revenue related to the Winter Olympic Games or any of the FIS World Ski Championships. Despite the absence of such revenue, FIS ended the year with an operating profit of just over 4 million Swiss francs, thanks to the additional financial gains, in particular non-recurring income of more than 18 million Swiss francs, generated in good part by the contract with Infront. This scenario of stability and the forecast of increased sponsorship revenue have allowed FIS to draw a sturdy budget for 2026, which has been approved by the FIS Council and will be presented to you shortly. The consolidated financial statements for the year 2024 have all been audited in accordance with Swiss law by EY.
Thank you, Stefan. I believe you also have some additional information that you want to highlight to the Congress.
Exactly, Johan. I would like to shed light on two specific aspects of our accounts. In the slide you see on your screen now, we have a breakdown of the different mechanisms through which FIS has been distributing funds over the last 10 years.
I think here what is noteworthy is that if we look here at 2024, it distributed close to 30 million, which compares to distribution levels of around 10 million in the past. So a tripling of distributions.
And on the other hand, here we have a progression of our net profit throughout that same period of 10 years.
Would you also like to show a little bit how the future is expected to look like?
We don't have that slide here yet, but the budget comes later on.
Okay, so we can go through that in the budget. But this shows a healthy financial picture. So thank you for that. Yeah, so going forward, we should have healthy prospects with new sponsors, renewing sponsorships, better media rights deals. So we are improving on all fronts here, which is very good. With all that said, the Council has proposed to the Congress to approve the accounts for the financial period 24. Now, if anybody does not approve, raise your hand. Thank you. I take that as approved. The next item on the agenda, annual subscriptions, calendar fees, and other financial obligations. The Council and the Finance Commission propose that the Congress approve the subscriptions and calendar fees for the season 25-26, based on the fees approved for the period 24-25. If anyone is opposed, please raise your hand. I take that as approved. Now, still in the realm of finance, let's now move on to item 15, the budget for the financial period from 1st of January to 31st of December 26. For that, I give the floor to Stefan again.
Thank you very much, Johan. Together with the consolidated budget for the financial year 2026, I also present you an update forecast of the budget 2025. As you can see, the income from the Olympic Games, World Championship and World Cups is staying almost flat on a periodized income statement. On the other sponsorship and revenue, amount will increase in the forecast 2025 compared to the budget 2025 due to our new sponsorship with the Azerbaijan Tourism Board. In the budget 2026, this amount will increase even further due to a full season with our new sponsor and with the increasing existing sponsorships. The employee-related costs have remained flat, as well as other operating expenses. With that said, we are currently working on efficiency gains. In 2026, we are expecting a profit from our treasury bill investment and a drastic reduction in non-recurring expenses due to legal claims.
Thank you, Stefan. So please raise your hands if you are opposed to the budget. Thank you. I take that as approved. Now, this next slide shows details on some of the financial aspects of FIS in 2025, one of which requires approval from this Congress. And as you can see on the screen, on top of the amount allocated, you have the amount allocated for prize money and financial support, and of the 10 million that refer to the contract with Infront. Now, the FIS Council has agreed on a special distribution of 7.5 million Swiss francs to the NSAs, and this amount is designed specifically to support the promotion of skiing and snowboarding, and is planned to be credited to the NSA's accounts in September 2025. This additional distribution must be approved by the Congress, so I ask you please to raise your hands in case you oppose. I take that as approved. Thank you very much. Now, this leads us to point 16, which is the appointment of an external audit company. The Council and the Audit Committee propose to reappoint Ernst & Young as the auditors for the financial period 25. Anybody opposes, raise your hand. Thank you. I take that as approved. Some further appointments to be voted, starting with the confirmation of the female para-athletes representative in the FIS Council. The proposal is Dani Aravich from the US as the female para-athletes representative as council member. If anybody opposes, please raise your hand. I don't see any hands raised, so congratulations, Dani. You are appointed as the female para-athletes representative as FIS council member. Welcome. Finally, the Council proposes to reappoint the Head of Sport, Quest, as independent ethics and compliance officer for the term ending 31st of May 2027. Anyone opposes, raise your hands. I take that as approved. This was the last item on our agenda today. I believe that we have covered more than a lot and that there are no other businesses to be added. Is that correct? Well,
Johan, before we finish, I just want to confirm that we have 77 nations present and 129 valid votes. Before we finish the Congress, we should know that.
Thank you.
So 77 nations present and 129 valid votes. Thank you.
Thank you for confirming that, Michel. Yeah, so this leads us to the end of this 56th FIS Congress. However, before we close, let me provide you with some information about the upcoming editions. Next year's Congress will take place on the 10th and 11th of June 2026 in Belgrade, Serbia. The 58th Congress will take place online in 27, on a date still to be determined. And we have agreed that the Council will decide at its autumn meeting in 3 months when and where the 28th Congress will be held. So thank you to all you members, and thank you, council members. Do we have Christian, you have something you want to say before we conclude?
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. I think what we should, as a FIS family, probably reconsider over the next months if we are still sticking to online congresses or if we should follow the tradition of organizing in-person congresses every year, because I think the experiences we made at the last online congresses are a little bit different to the one we made as an in-person congress. So probably we should all think about if this could be a wise decision, but it's up to the council to make a proposal if we should go there to also to foster communication and discussion on ground by organizing in-person congresses. So thank you very much for considering this.
Thank you, Christian. So again, thank you, council members. Thank you, NSAs. Thank you, the FIS team. Thank you, everybody, for an incredible year that we've had, and I hope that the coming year will be as great. I think we're making great progress. We're doing a great job. And thank you for representing snow sports in your countries and for being a testament to how much stronger we are together. So without further ado, I now declare the 2025 International Ski Congress closed. And with that, have a great rest of the day, and I look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Thank you.
Possession are causing me suspicion.